Right, okay. Joann Glick has requested a reading, and she posted a picture of this picture here of basically a burnt out wreck, and she just wants to know if anyone's drawn to this picture. Any information would be grateful, as it was arson, and two young girls died in this fire. Don't know if the boy they have in jail is responsible for this. He said he didn't do it. If you can get a name that would be good, thanks for accepting me to the group. Okay, that's no problem. Joanne. I thought for this one we'd use the spirit board here. Often referred to as Ouija board, but Ouija board of course is a spirit board, Ouija is just a trademark. So this is, I'm not using this oak one, this new oak one that I've had. I thought I'd keep that for best, Sunday best as you would say, or whatever you want. This one isn't actually a bad one, it's a bit clearer than that other one really. I tend to go for ones that I can see. When having bad eyes myself, I tend to just go for which is clearer, and of course which is clearer for the camera as well, so you can see it. I've just got this Destroy All Evil talisman here, and I placed that on top of the on top of the board there. We'll place that to the side, and what we're going to do now is place the pointer onto the board. The pointer's called the planchette. Originally it was an automatic writing tool, and you stuck a pen inside the thing here, and then it had little rollers or legs or whatever on it. In this particular case, of course, it has a hole there, of course, so you can see the letters and the numbers and all the characters that come up. So what I'll do, I'll place that just somewhere in the middle here. I'll try and get it just, I'll try and place the hole just over that central part there. So just place it there, and then I'll try and sort of get, I don't know, the 8 and the 3, isn't it? It's 1, 2, 3, 0, 9, 8. So I'll get it central that way. Use that as a bit of a guide, and then level it off just above the goodbye there. That seems to sort of centralise it, doesn't it? It's a big word, isn't it? Anyway, laughing and joking apart, this isn't really a funny thing. I don't find this isn't funny, is it? This here. We really want to know if the boy they have in jail is responsible for this arson thing here. Of course he'll deny it. He said he didn't do it. Let's see what Spirit says. So it'll be pretty brief, I think, this connection, but of course we have a name as well. Joanne was wondering if you can get a name that would be good. Thanks for whatever. So let's see what we can get there. With the spirit board, of course, you have to really we have to just get ourselves ready. Normally you put 2 fingers of each, just the first, your index finger and the middle finger of each hand, you place on the pointer there, on the planchette. Planchette is little plank. It's called planchette, little plank. That's what it means, isn't it? So let's just, let me just pull myself up to the thing a bit. That's about it. So I can just get a bit. I've adjusted the planchette on the board. Now I'll adjust myself. Right. Okay. So let's just see what we're doing here. It says on the board there, it says spirit board, and then it says use with caution. Just says there, use with caution. And of course we've been very cautious, of course, for that. Just to go briefly through, we have a sun symbol and a moon symbol. That's for the light and the darkness. And then of course these planchette symbols here, just to fill in for the underneath. I don't really know what these are for. I suppose some pentagrams or something would have just been as good. But that's the design of that board. Excuse me. So I'll just wet me whistle, and we'll see what's about, to see if we can make a connection here. It doesn't say where this is, but we'll just try and think of that picture and think of what's been said so far, and just place the two fingers of each hand there, and we'll just set. Normally, I sometimes trying to get it going just by deliberately moving it round. I don't find it does suddenly start going round like that with me, clockwise. If it goes on anti-clockwise, I somehow feel that's negative. I don't know why. That's just my opinion. The basic rules of spirit board, of course, or Ouija board, is you never ask certain questions. You never ask when you're going to die. You never ask if God exists or if there's a God or whatever. And of course, signs of an evil spirit are if the pointer moves to the four corners, or if it starts moving in a number 8 sort of. Although that's a symbol of infinity, I don't see what's supposed to be evil about that. But you ask how old the spirit is, and it goes to 0. Also, that can be a sign that there's something negative afoot there. If, of course, we have a negative spirit aboard a good ship, Ouija board, spirit board, I don't call it, then we have to bid it farewell. We have to pull the pointer over goodbye and close the setting. It's a bit like we have to do every setting. We have to close it, just how we open it. A bit like when you go out with your rain mac on, when it's piddling down with rain, and then when you come in, you don't just sit down on the sofa and watch television in a wet rain mac. You take your rain mac off, don't you? And that's a similar sort of thing. You also close the door behind you so the rain doesn't come in through the front door. And it's a similar sort of thing what we do when we close the setting. We close the door behind us. So that's just a few odds and sods, I suppose, a few ground rules, as you could call them. Let's just focus on this now. There was a thing about Zozo where it goes to Z and then to O, Z and O all the time. The pointer does. They're supposed to be the demon Zozo. But what happens if you're left-handed? Does it go to N and Y? N and Y? Is it 9I? So I think that Zozo thing, I don't know if you've ever heard of it, I think that's more to do with just the fact that it's a natural arc. It's not really anything particular. I think it's time to pack in when it starts just going backwards and forwards like that. It doesn't mean anything. Anyway, I just thought I'd just cover that one, because I've never had it, particularly. But then again, it's not what we're not expecting it, not wanting that to come in. So, as again, we placed 2 fingers here, 2 fingers of this and 2 fingers there. And what we'll do then, we'll now ask, we'll just ask, is there a spirit here who would like to join us and help us with some information that we want for Joann Glick there. I wonder if there's a spirit there who could help. I'm just feeling it going around in the circle again now. That could be me though. That could just be me, like a reflex action or whatever. But just fingers lightly, lightly on the planchette there, because that's I suppose it's good practice, isn't it? Just to try and go round in a circle with it a bit, just to get the feel. But it does feel as though it's going around now. Is there a spirit there who would like to help? It's moving there. Is there a spirit who would like to help us with that? With the information about this terrible thing that's happened? Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Welcome you to our setting. I would just like to ask a question. I don't like asking it, but I should ask it. I want to ask, are you a spirit of the light or are you a spirit of the darkness? Are you a spirit of the sun or are you of the moon? And it's moving there. Thank you very much. It looks as though, thank you very much, you are a spirit of the light. Thank you very much. We have to ask that question. I'm very sorry, but we do have to ask that question, as is always the case. I want to ask now, with regards to what Joann Glick has been asking in the Free Psychic Readings group on Facebook. Thank you for joining us, Spirit, and it's concerning this arson attack on this house, burnt out wreck, where 2 girls have sadly died. I want to ask a question, a yes or no question, really. Is the boy that they have locked up in jail, is he guilty of this? Is he guilty of this attack? It looks as though, yes, it's like as if pulling my hand over. Yes. Okay. Joann was wondering if there's any names, or I suppose really that would have, if he wasn't guilty, then who would it have been instead of? I wonder if I could ask your name, Spirit. I wonder if you could tell us what your name is. What's your name? Could you J A. Get your pen and paper down here. Get your pen, write it down. J-A. Is that your initial? J-A. Oh, I think I know what's coming. C. Is it what I think it is? Is it? It looks as though it is. Unless I'm just willing it by thinking about it and expecting it, I don't know. J-A-C. Is it Jack? Is your name Jack? Is your name Jack? Welcome, Jack. Yes. Welcome, Jack. Pleased to meet you. Thank you for, I suppose, the information really that we were after. It's a sad thing when people do things like this. Jack, have you anything? Have you like a message, anything you'd like to share with us other than connecting to this, or even connecting to Joann? Even yes, you have. What would that be? What would that be? Don't know what's going on now. What have you a message you'd like to spell out or anything? O O O O K. Okay. Okay, what's okay? You okay? What okay? Okay. A okay, what's going on here now? We're all over the place, aren't we? Okay, oh, A-S, okay, as, oh, Al. Often he tends to go to Al a lot with me. I call it Alism. Okay, as so, oh, I shouldn't laugh about that, Jack. I just okay. What's that? Oh, what's F? F. I don't know. A-S-O-F. I don't get that. Do you want to try again, Jack? A S. Oh, he's just gliding straight through now. Al. Oh, it's rolling round on E. What's that? He went to D slightly then, but that could have just been... Let's see where it's going again. Oh, back to E. E. A. What's that there? Is that P? Oh, asleep. Asleep is okay, asleep. What's that about? Is that what it is? Is that okay asleep, Jack? Is that what you're saying? Okay asleep. Let's just see what's... Yes, okay. What's that about then? Okay asleep. Who's asleep? You? Is that a sign that you're at rest or something? Is that something? I don't know. I won't suggest anything, of course, Jack. It'd be rude to do that. And oh no. Oh, and oh, not. Oh, not. Is that not N-O-T? Not. I. Letter I. Write this down. Naughty. Naughty. What's naughty? Oh, an, not in. Oh, not in, not in, not in, not in, not in, not in, not in. I would assume that might be not in. Not in. Oh, hang on. P. That's it. Ah, is that what it is? I think we know what's coming. Not in. I think we know what you're saying there, Jack. Yes, not in pain. You're not in pain. You're okay asleep, not in pain. Is that what you're trying to say, Jack? Is that what you're trying to say? Yes, it is. Okay, Jack. Well, that's good, isn't it? Because you're at rest, aren't you? That's the main thing. You're in the light as well, aren't you? That's also a good thing. Does Joann know who you are? Does Joann know who you are? Ooh, that was quick. Yes. Okay. So that was if that's a message for Joann, then thank you, Jack, for that. And also we found out the information that Joann wanted to know about this awful fire that's killed these two girls. How are the two girls in spirit? Are they at rest also? Not in pain now? We would assume so. I suppose the idea and the motion, or the idea, the motion, motor, I suppose, yes. That's all. I think that was a silly question, Jack. I'm sorry about that, but you have to ask, don't you, now and again. Well, Jack, I want to thank you for the information, and it's great. You got a great energy anyway, a calm sort of energy, not it doesn't seem anything afoot or anything, as you would say. So I think for now, just for now, I want to say goodbye to you now, here, Jack. But maybe we can meet again sometime. Would it be okay if we met again sometime in another setting over the board? Yes, it's okay then. That's okay, Jack. Thanks very much. With that, I want to say, I just want to say that merry did we meet, merry do we part, Jack, and merry may we meet again. Goodbye, Jack, and rest in peace, my friend. And it's just, I said, it's coming over now here. It's coming here. That's it. The goodbye there. And it always does that. It always keeps to drift side to side on goodbye. Thank you, Jack. Take care. And now we'll just close our eyes, and we'll just pull the pointer off the edge of the board there from the goodbye, and we just pull it off the board nice and slowly, nice and steady, and that is that. And now the sitting is closed, and we just close our eyes and imagine a door that's wide open with a bright light shining through it, and as we do, I'll just place this destroy all evil talisman back into the centre of the board there, just to remove any negativity. And as we do, we imagine that bright light going out as the door closes on us. Just close our eyes, imagine the door just closing and the light fading out. Just a little jar now, and then the door closes completely, and we're back, and we return back to this cruel, harsh world, back to the darkness of this cruel, harsh world, that we must draw our own breath in pain to tell our own story on this side of the realm, as you would say. So I hope that's been okay for you there. That's complete now. I hope that's been of some use to you there, Joann. But for now, the spirit board has spoken.